Hello, this is Dazzling One, and this week I will be addressing two separate topics. The first is crop circles, and the second is pre-Columbian transoceanic contact theories. Starting with crop circles. So they were made famous in the late 1970s by a hoax by two men, Doug Bauer and Dave Chorley. Some common traits of crop circles are that they are usually made overnight. They are away from any access to roads. They are not caught on camera unless it's by the hoaxer. There's no sign of human traces, and they actually pop up quite frequently. But because of the fact that they happen overnight, they are away from access to any roads, and there's not a lot of video or pictures of people actually creating these crop circles. It leads to a lot of speculation. Everything from it being caused by weather, magnetism, aliens. One of the earliest examples that paranormal enthusiasts give about the creation of crop circles is the mowing devil in 1678. It was illustrated on a woodcut, and the story goes that there was an English farmer. He would rather have the devil cut his oat field than pay for it. So, overnight one August, Satan came and he took a scythe and he cut the crops in an intricate pattern. Where many critics say that there is no link to this story and modern crop circles is that he cut it and that the crops weren't laid down like they usually are in crop circles. Another early case is the Tully nest, which many say it's a UFO nest and that it was created by UFOs. Others link it to more complex geometric patterns like the Nazca lines in Peru. But the most common explanation and the general consensus among the scientific community is that a person or group ties one end of a rope to an anchor point and the other end to a board, which is used to crush the plants and create the shapes. Other theories are that it's caused by weather. Cyclonic wind action and whirlwinds cause these circles to form. Other explanations are that they are caused by magnetism and that the Earth's magnetic field creates a current that electrocutes the crops, causing them to flatten and form the circle. Some other paranormal explanations is that they are caused by Gaia as a message that we need to stop polluting and we need to be more concerned about global warming, and the list goes on. Another theory I've heard is that it's caused by microwaves and GPSs from helicopters, and lasers create these intricate patterns, and to me that is the most plausible theory of all of them. I believe that the reason that crop circles are so widely discussed is because it goes back to this alien deception. Just like Roswell and any other kind of incident where it involved the potential for extraterrestrial contact with mankind, while the scientific community is always shunning it and calling it pseudoscience, then all of the ufologists come out with all of these theories. And sometimes they use reverse psychology on us, because if they really were tired of us speaking about aliens and wanting us to grow up and understand that aliens have better things to do than to create patterns on the grass, then no more alien movies and all of that, yet it continues to be produced to keep that possibility alive in our mind. Many of these ancient astronaut theories that people come up with, that megalithic structures and ancient ruins, they were built by extraterrestrials. I feel that the crop circle is just another way to push it. It's also a little disconcerting that if there is technology or weaponry that can create crop circles, what can it do? And it's being used as a toy. And my next topic of discussion, which is cross-culturality, I'm going to show you a few pictures and you can tell me what you think. So the first, and forgive my horrible pronunciation that I have been known for in the past. So there is the Mother Temple of Besaki, or Pura Besaki in Bali, Indonesia. And then there is the Mayan ossuary at Chichen Itza, Mexico. So both, while they are not identical, do have a similar type of build, and it's interesting to look at it because it does seem like they had the same kind of inspiration. The next picture I will show you on the left is the top of the Beseki temple, and on the right it's the serpent sterile in Chichen, Mexico. And once again, while it's not identical, it does seem to have a similar pattern to it. And then on the left it's in Cambodia, and then the right, the other one's in Guatemala. So they have similarities while they're not identical. If you look at cross-cultural icons, you'll definitely see a similarity between the way they articulated certain things. Even though they were talking about different gods or goddesses, it seems like they had a similar concept in mind. It's not the first time, but there was traces of coca and nicotine found in some Egyptian mummies, which led to speculation that ancient Egyptians may have traveled to the New World. And there have also been Egyptian artifacts found in the Americas. A lot of conspiracy theorists say that the Smithsonian Society comes and cleans it up, just like the Nephilim bones. I definitely believe that people were crossing between the New World and the Middle East, and there was cross-cultural contact long before historians will say there was. Much of history has been revised. It's from the lens of the victor. Forgive me that there is a plane overhead right now, but I definitely believe there was cross-cultural contact beforehand. The other thing I also believe is that they were definitely discussing the same entities regardless of the name. So that those entities were the Watchers discussed in the Book of Enoch and in the Bible, the Nephilim. I don't believe that it was extraterrestrials. I do believe that the pyramids, the Nazca lines, and other things were built by human hands. I'm not saying that they were not inspired. Mankind is a lot more artistic and talented than people like to lend credit for. One of the largest insults I've always come to find is that people believe that quote-unquote primitive cultures don't have the ability to come together and to create something, and I definitely believe they did. But I also think when you look at what their architecture represented, it was always about building a mountain or a peak, ascending to the heavens and riding to the stars. So they were definitely interested in something that came down. Fallen angels and demons, while they may have taught the secrets of heaven, which these were secrets of heaven, not their own knowledge, do not have the ability that we have as mankind to create. So those are my final thoughts on both of the topics. Feel free to comment whether you agree or disagree, or you have an alternative theory to the crop circles and cross-cultural contact. I hope you have a wonderful week. Take care and God bless.